Here's your Forbes Daily Briefing for Sunday, January 14th. Today on Forbes, Nvidia is quietly ramping up for a delicate dance in Washington. During one whirlwind week in mid-September, Nvidia swarmed the nation's capital. Founder and CEO Jensen Huang was attending a closed-door meeting about artificial intelligence with the Senate. A day earlier, Bill Daley, the chipmaker's chief scientist, testified before a Senate Judiciary Subcommittee about the potential legislation concerning generative AI. And that same day, Nvidia, along with several other tech companies, signed a voluntary pledge on AI safety during an event at the White House. The tour through Washington highlighted an increasingly important aspect of business for Nvidia, a delicate dance in Washington, maintaining relationships with government officials as the company's profile has grown and it has become the face of a national effort to hobble China's AI progress. As artificial intelligence has become the marquee technology in Silicon Valley, Nvidia has become one of the most valuable companies in the world. Founded more than 30 years ago and previously known for its gaming tech, the company is now a trillion-dollar behemoth thanks to its highly coveted graphics processing units, or GPUs, used to train AI models. The artificial intelligence arms race has also made U.S. officials wary of China's potential as an AI superpower. As a result, Nvidia, as the market leader in GPUs, is one medium through which regulators are withholding access to the most cutting-edge technology in an attempt to keep China at bay. To gear up for the road ahead, Nvidia has been quietly ramping up its in-house lobbying operations, according to a review of LinkedIn profiles by Forbes. This marks a change from its historically low lobbying output. Within the past year, the chip giant has hired at least 4 government affairs staffers in Washington, D.C., all former federal employees, with previous experience at agencies including U.S. Treasury, State Department, and Homeland Security. It's a small step compared to Nvidia's chipmaker peers, which have more looming presences in Washington. Rivals AMD and Intel spent $2.7 million and $5 million respectively on lobbying last year, according to Open Secrets, which tracks money in U.S. politics. Nvidia's trillion-dollar peers spend even more. Last year, Alphabet spent $10.9 million, and Meta racked up $14.6 million. By comparison, Nvidia's lobbying is Pittance, $350,000 spent last year. Nvidia declined to comment. Chris Miller, author of the book Chip War and a professor of international history at Tufts University, said, quote, "This is the first time they've really had to think very hard about these issues." He added that other chip companies have more, quote, institutionalized government affairs operations. For example, Intel, with its manufacturing plants, likely lobbied around the CHIPS Act, which aims to bring more chip production to the U.S. Nvidia, in contrast, outsources chip manufacturing to partners including TSMC. But with AI taking center stage, Nvidia could feel the need to make more noise in the lobbying arena. Miller said, quote, "Because they haven't had to deal with such focus on them from the political regulatory system in the past, I think it's natural the company is spending more time and effort dealing with that." James Lynn, an international relations professor at the University of Washington's China Studies program, put it another way. He said, quote, "They're saying we have to deal with government as everyday business." For full coverage, check out Richard Nieva's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.